Maggie, I need to tell you something. And don't overreact.
Zoe? What's up? Is something wrong?
Yeah. I don't have time for small talk or beating around the bush. Do not come to the wedding next week. Okay?
What?
I mean it. Don't come.
Why not? Are you drinking?
No, of course I'm not drinking. Adam is a doctor and his department chiefs will be at the ceremony. I don't want you there. You'll make me look bad. What will Adam's colleagues think when they see you?
What do you mean? I was really looking forward to seeing you in your wedding dress. You wouldn't keep me from being there, would you?
Oh, for God's sake. Do you think you're my mother? Don't make me laugh. In the whole time I've known you, 22 years, I've never once thought of you as my mother.
We may not be connected by blood, but I've always thought of you as my daughter.
I don't know where you get that from, but you aren't my mother. You never have been. So stop pretending, all right? And stop acting like I owe you something. You're not my mother.
How can you say such a thing? After all these years.
You were useful for all the years I was sick, but I don't need you anymore. I only ever thought of you as a member of staff, like a live-in nurse. I'm marrying Adam and leaving this place. Your job is done. We don't have any more use for you. And hurry up and leave my father. You've heard it from him too, right? He's had enough of you. Just sign the papers and get out.
He suddenly started being very awkward. Does he feel the same way as you?
You bet he does. He's had enough. The sooner you are gone, the better. You're stressing me out just by texting me.
You started texting me.
Yeah, to make sure you don't come to my wedding and embarrass me and my father.
You have been drinking, haven't you? Let's talk tomorrow, okay? I know you don't really feel this way.
I'm not joking. Just do as I say, okay? I don't want you coming to my wedding, and my father doesn't want you to be part of this family anymore. What more do you need? Those aren't even subtle hints. I'm telling you directly.
This is all too sudden, Zoe.
Pathetic. Acting like you have a choice. You've sponged off my father all this time, and you think you have some sort of authority?
Why would you think that? I've worked as a nurse all these years. I've paid for half the food, the bank loan, your treatment.
Are you serious? Are you really going to compare yourself to a doctor? You don't even make half the salary of my father.
Of course I don't earn as much as a doctor, but it's been more than enough to pay the bills. Have you never seen the nurses' strikes on TV? We are always fighting for better wages, and thanks to our unions, we have finally been getting recognition for the hard work.
Just don't come to my wedding, okay?
But what about Adam's family? I've already met them and talked about the ceremony. They think I'm going to be there.
Leave that up to me. I'll make it sound believable. I'll say you have schizophrenic delusions and are being treated in Austria. Or something like that.
That's your version of something believable?
Or shall I just tell them the truth?
What would your version of the truth sound like? As unbelievable as your believable one?
Look! Stop making things more difficult than they need to be. You can't come to my wedding. Stop trying to complicate things.
You want me to stay away that badly, huh?
Yes! Are you finally starting to understand? The reason Dad married you in the first place was to have a free live-in nurse. Paying for 22 years of care would have meant he couldn't have sent me to the best schools.
So I was just a maid. A talking Roomba. Is that all I ever was? Even though we spent 22 years together.
Exactly! She finally got it! Oh, and Daddy is coming to live with Adam and me, so nobody needs you anymore. And I think it's pretty clear that Adam's family won't want a parasite like you hanging around. So you better not come. Got it?
My name is Maggy Byrne. I'm 55 years old. I've worked most of my adult career until now as a nurse at a big general hospital. I live with my husband and our 27-year-old daughter, Zoe. Zoe isn't my biological daughter. She's my husband's daughter from a previous marriage. She was born with a rare liver disease, but 3 years ago her doctors were finally able to find a matching donor and she's made a full recovery with the transplanted liver. It's been 3 years and her doctors say the new organ is working perfectly, and she can now expect to live a normal life again. Ever since I married her father when she was 5, our relationship has been rocky. She's never once called me mommy or mom. On the contrary, she usually calls me, "Hey you," or "Hey," or if she's in a particularly bad mood, she simply ignores me. There's not a week that goes by when she doesn't tell me to get out. I can't think of a single nice thing she said to me. It's terrible to say, but I don't have any fond memories of her growing up. As for my husband, Greg, he's never once stood up for me. It's not that he really takes her side, but when Zoe is shouting at me, he usually just slinks off to his study and locks the door. But even though Zoe and I fight a lot, I was happy to have a daughter. I looked after her as hard as I could. I tried to make her life as comfortable as possible. I always tried to avoid arguments with her, especially when her condition made her weak and irritable. I don't pressure her too hard to keep up with the homework sent from school, and she was too ill to go. But she never accepted my kindness. Any attempt to get closer was met with anger and disdain. She never opened her heart to me, no matter how hard I tried. Did I try too hard? And then now, as a final insult to injury, she tells me I'm not invited to her wedding. But I won't take any more. She's going to pay for the way she has treated me the last 22 years. I won't let her get away with it. Some might think it's karma, but to me, it's pure revenge.
What the hell is going on?
I might ask exactly the same thing. I wasn't expecting such a thing to happen at the reception.
You didn't expect it? After I told you not to come. You ignored my requests. Just flat out ignored them.
I just wanted to see you get married. Is that really so much to ask? You may not feel it, but I've looked after you like you were my own child for the last 22 years. I wanted to make peace with you on your wedding day before you went off and started your new life with Adam. That's all.
Don't make me sick. You can't even see how ridiculous that sounds, can you? Why would I want to have anything to do with you on the most important day of my life?
More important than the day you got a new liver? Without it, you wouldn't be having this day.
You'll never get it, will you? You're just too stupid.
Well, I didn't expect my husband and daughter to shout at me when I arrived at the reception. I thought you'd be too busy and nervous. If we couldn't make up, then at least you could have let me sit at the back. You didn't have to pour wine all over me. That glass had a cigarette butt in it. I had to leave covered in purple but stinking like an ashtray.
It's the least you deserved. You aren't my real mother, and soon you won't even be my stepmother. In what world did you think you would be welcome at my wedding? You need to know your place. And that place ain't my damn wedding.
Got it. You only ever thought of me as a slave. Free 24-hour nurse and whatever your father thought. I wonder if he ever loved me at all.
Yes, that's it. And I can see you sitting on the fence outside the chapel, so for the last time, would you please get the hell out of here? Oh, and Maggie.
Yes?
I'm getting married and moving in with Adam, and Daddy is coming too, so we're selling the house. You need to be out of there ASAP. Next Saturday by the latest.
What? That's too short notice.
And I'm not telling you where we are moving to, so don't try and find us.
Don't you think you'll regret it?
No way! Why would I regret it? Goodbye, you ugly old maid.
I won't take the blame for what happens next.
You can't do a thing to stop us. It's goodbye to bad rubbish. Good luck with your life on the streets. I'm sure you'll find a nice bridge to live under. Your wine and cigarette stains will fit right in. Goodbye.
Have it your way. Goodbye for good.
Maggie! Answer the damn phone!
What could you possibly want?
Because of you, the wedding's been canceled. Get back here and apologize to everyone this minute. You want to talk about regrets? You'll regret it if you ruin this day. I promise you'll pay for it.
Whatever do you mean?
Everyone saw us yelling at you and dumping wine on your head.
So, why do I need to apologize for that?
Don't you go acting like the victim here. Adam saw what happened and he lost it at Daddy and me. He's furious. Get back here and straighten this mess out. Tell them you were trying to gate crash my wedding.
Well, that is an interesting development. I'm surprised.
Don't act all innocent. You planned this. You set us up. Now get back here and fix it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Just before that happened, you texted me. You asked if I would regret it or not. Or something like that. How was I to know you had planned to have everyone watch?
Oh, I see. When you started telling me I wasn't welcome at your wedding and that your father wanted to divorce me, I went to see a lawyer. I consulted with him about the verbal violence I had suffered over the last 22 years, and he advised that I sue for damages. And that if you refused, I would easily be able to force you to in a court of law.
What? You had better be joking.
No, not at all. But before I could confront you two, you went and poured wine all over me. Your fiancé was so angry, I didn't have a chance. I'll admit it wasn't part of the plan, but it wasn't an unpleasant addition.
What the hell, Maggie? The entire wedding party is furious with us. The ones that are still here, that is. Half have left. And they took the presents with them.
You and Greg were horrible. It serves you right. And if there hadn't been any witnesses, you'd both be laughing and congratulating yourselves on a job well done.
Get back here and fix this. You've got to help me.
I'm not going to lift a finger. I helped you for 22 years and never got so much as a single thank you.
We're family! For God's sake, Maggie!
Oh, so we are family when it suits you, huh? How about the other time? You know, the 22 years I looked after you. Who drove you to and from all those doctor appointments? Who helped you when you were sick from all the medication? Who slept on the floor next to you when you were too scared to sleep in the hospital alone? And yet, I've only ever been a slave to you and a free nurse to your father. You said yourself you never once thought of me as a mother. You said that, right? So stop acting like we're family.
Well, yeah, but let's forget about that, shall we? It's all in the past. We can be a family from this day onwards. A real family. Daddy is nodding his head next to me. So rush right back, okay, Mom?
You think it's that easy? 22 years of abuse, culminating in physical abuse in front of dozens of people, all forgotten in a couple of texts? Damn, Zoe. They gave you a new liver but took half your brain by the sounds of it. I'm cutting all ties with you and your father. I should have done this years ago. You've both walked all over me for years and now you want help? To fix the mess you both created? You're out of luck. You'll just have to deal with the mess yourselves.
Wait, come on, Maggie. Mom, please come back. We'll start the ceremony again. Let's do it properly this time, as a family. I shouldn't have been so rude to you. I was disrespectful. I'm sorry. Just come back. Mom? Look, if you just come back, we can sort things out. Okay? It doesn't have to end like this.
Can you stop calling me Mom? It's making me sick. After the way you've treated me all these years, you don't get to suddenly start calling me Mom when everything is falling apart.
So, come back and we'll start again. As a real family. I mean it. Everyone gets a second go at things. Don't get all offended by such a trivial little thing.
Trivial little thing? You call 22 years of abuse a trivial little thing? Wow, those are some rose-tinted glasses you must be wearing. You've treated me like total crap. You and your lazy-ass father. I did nothing to deserve it. I only wanted you to get better, and before we had any hope of that happening, I made it my life to make sure you didn't suffer. And I never once got anything in return. What you did to me today at the ceremony was just the final act in a long line of bad treatment. And now you're saying it's trivial and we should all just kiss and make up and start again as a real family? No one is buying that, by the way. You're just desperately trying to cling on to the life you can see slipping away from you. Most people wouldn't stick around for a day of what you put me through. I don't know why I stayed as long as I did, but I won't back down now.
I got it. I'm sorry. Daddy is sorry too.
He's staying silent again as usual.
I'm truly sorry. I regret it all. I was sick. I didn't know what I was doing. It was the stress of being so ill.
You've been fine for over 3 years.
It was the stress of being healthy. I didn't know what I was doing. Please just come back. Don't make me beg. I take it all back. I deeply regret what I did.
More like you've been made to regret it. Anyway, I've made up my mind.
About what?
About suing you for emotional abuse. The years of slave-like conditions and now physical abuse.
What? You just said you got a kick out of Adam exploding at us. Are you really going to twist the knife further?
Oh, you bet I am. I did enjoy Adam shouting at you and your father, but that was just the added bonus. I'm going to do all I can to make sure you and that father of yours pay for what you did. When my lawyer suggested trying to take every penny I could, I was initially against it. But I can't see an ounce of remorse, so I think I'll follow his advice.
This wedding is costing a fortune. We won't have enough money to live if you do that.
Think of it as one of life's biggest lessons. Maybe now you'll start treating people with the dignity they deserve.
What's gotten into you? You were never like this before. Now you're acting all high and mighty and treating me like you want me to end up on the street.
It's exactly how you treated me for the last 22 years. Doesn't feel very nice, does it?
You're a piece of crap parasite. Latched onto my father for a free ride and then tried to suck the life and money out of him. I knew you were scum from the moment I set eyes on you. Even though I was only 5, I could just feel it in my bones that you were a no-good interloper. I saw right through you the moment you walked in the door. Anyone would treat you the same way. We've never done anything to hurt you. We did absolutely nothing wrong.
Okay. There's nothing more to talk about. Court costs and damages are going to be substantial. Added to the cost of the wedding, you are either looking at some hefty loans or divine intervention. Good luck.
You cold-hearted monster! Where's your sense of humanity? You're ruining my life on the day that's supposed to be one of the happiest. I was supposed to finally be off on my own with my new husband. You've destroyed my life!
Yes! I'm going to make you pay for hurting me so badly for all those years. I'm going to make your life hell. Maybe then you'll finally be able to realize how terribly you treated me.
That's going too far. I don't deserve to be treated like this. After all the suffering as a child.
That part I find hard to understand. You suffered so much from illness growing up, and you never once noticed the extra effort I always made to care for you. That's what hurts so much. Oh, and I found a new place to live some time ago. I won't be telling you where, so please don't try and find me.
What? I never heard about that.
I didn't say anything, that's why. I haven't told your father either.
Why didn't you say anything?
Every time I tried to tell you, you cut me down mid-sentence. As if whatever I had to say was so unimportant that you couldn't spare a second to listen. I gave up trying to talk with either of you.
You should have forced us to listen! Damn, you really are impossible.
Well, you shouldn't interrupt people and tell them you aren't interested when they are trying to tell you something. You're learning a lot today, aren't you?
You piece of...
And after I'd seen that attitude time and time again, I realized it was pointless talking to you at all and gave up. That's why I never told you about leaving. It wasn't through lack of trying on my part. You just brushed me off as you've always done.
That's not what happened.
Whatever. I'm done with you. I've wasted the last 22 years of my life on you. Now you and that wretched father of yours are going to pay for me to enjoy the next 22 years. So apart from the money you are going to pay me, I don't give a damn what happens to you. I doubt I'll ever see you again.
I didn't imagine you could be so cold and calculating.
Neither of you have offered any real form of apology or reparations. But I guess my heart grew colder over the years because of your treatment. I'm not thanking you for it. Obviously, a happy family would have been my first option.
I apologize! I'm sorry! Really sorry! I'll never be mean to you again. I'll tell Daddy to rip up the divorce papers. Anything! Please, Maggie! Daddy is reading this and crying over my shoulder.
Too little, too late. 22 years! Think about it. I gave you the best years of my life, only to be treated like dirt. I'd be an utter fool to try and let bygones be bygones and reconcile with you. The pair of you are horrible, selfish people. I don't know what happened to your biological mother, and I never really pushed the matter. But if you treated her even half as badly as me, I can see why she left.
You're not a fool. We deeply appreciate the dedication and care. We couldn't have survived without you. Maggie, please! Let's be family again.
I don't care about you anymore. I don't have anything left in the tank. I gave and got nothing but scorn and abuse in return. Goodbye, Zoe. And Greg, if you're reading this. The last time I saw either of them was when Greg appeared in court. My lawyer said I didn't have to be there, but I wanted him to see my face one last time. Zoe wasn't there. Pity, because she was the one who I really wanted to face what she'd done. That I would win the case was never in doubt. The emotional damage suffered was easily demonstrated with videos and text messages over the years. Not to mention the dozens of witnesses at the wedding. My divorce was finalized without fuss. Greg knew it was pointless to put up a fight. They sold the house to pay for everything, including the extravagant wedding, but were still straddled with a huge amount of debt. I've heard they now live together in a tiny apartment. Greg can't find work anywhere despite having been a doctor. I guess his reputation precedes him. I'm beginning to wonder if he ever really worked much at all. I did get a long-looking text message from Zoe a few months after the court case, but I deleted it without reading and blocked her. I'm back to doing what I do best, caring for those who need it most. It might take me a little longer to get back to my old self, but I'll get there. I'm not really a scheming and revengeful woman, but if you poke a dog with a stick enough, finally it will bite you. I suppose I could end my story with some cheesy line like, "Revenge is the best medicine," or "They got just the right dosage of revenge." You know, stuff like that. But I think I'll just leave it here. Oh, okay, just one more. After getting my revenge, I realized that holding on to anger only causes more pain. So, I decided to let it go and return to being the kind and caring nurse I always was. But if anyone tries to mess with me again, they'll regret it faster than you can say vitamin shot. No? Okay, I'll leave it there. Bye. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment. Bye! Good evening, Charla. Will Emil be getting off of work late again today? He has been getting off late these days, and I wanted to know. Good evening, Annie. He told me he has another meeting to attend and it might take a while. He will be a few hours late. He messaged me about it earlier. Oh, I see. I've been trying to get a hold of him, but I guess he has been in his meetings. He hasn't been responding to any of my messages. How come you need to talk to him? Is there something going on? Well, I guess I can just tell you since he's not responding. I ended up making way too much food for dinner tonight. There's no way Mike and I can eat it all on our own. Can you stop by and pick up some food for Emil? There's only extra for him, by the way. You won't be able to have any. Oh, okay. Do you need me to come over now? Yes. Is that a problem? The food I make is the best and clearly delicious. I don't want any to go to waste. I want Emil to eat it. I already know that you can't even make a proper meal. Just so you know, a simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich isn't a proper dinner. Where did you hear that? That's not true. I can cook. Oh, really? Because I can tell just from looking at you that you are not capable of much. But at the end of the day, I am much older than you and know what's best. I can see right through you, and you are nothing but a child. There are just so many things wrong with you. I don't understand where this is coming from, or why you think of me as a child. I have always cooked my own meals. I cook for a meal all the time. I have also lived on my own and have paid my own rent for a very long time. Growing up, my mother taught me how to be independent and how to cook. Is that so? But Emil only really seems to like my food. Every time he sees me, he asks me to make him something. Anyway, I need you to come to pick up the food so that he actually has something good to eat after a long day of work. I wonder why he hasn't been responding to my messages lately. It is so strange. It still says that he hasn't read any of them. Yeah, very strange. But okay, I'll pick up the food. Good. I'm upset because I wanted him to come over today and have dinner with me, but it always seems like he's working. I guess he has been doing well, so they gave him more things to work on. I spent a lot of time making this dinner. Oh, I also ran out of Tupperware, so please bring some with you. Yes, he's been very busy. I'll let him know about dinner and give it to him later, too. Oh, one more thing. Can you also stop by the grocery store on the way here? There were a few things that I forgot to pick up. Can you also pay for it? Mike hasn't given me my money yet for this month. Oh, okay then. What do you need? I need some spinach, kale, and lettuce for a salad I want to make. I also need you to pick up a steak. A steak? Yes, that's right. I know it's expensive, but I'm sure you will buy it for me. I mean, it is really expensive, though. Not to mention that I have to walk to your house, so that's a 20-minute walk. This is a lot for me to carry. And what you're asking for is a bit out of my price range right now. Don't you have a car? Emil and I share the car. He has it for today, so I have to walk if I want to go somewhere. Oh yeah, I forgot. Can't you just pay for an Uber or take the bus? I don't want to have to spend money on transportation, too. I'm already buying your groceries. Do you really think it's that expensive? You really are a country girl. I know it's not crazy expensive, but I just don't want to have to spend any more money than I have to. Instead of steak, can I buy you a chicken? It would be much cheaper, and chicken is still delicious. I'll buy everything if that's the case. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to spend a lot of money on food. Doesn't your family work on a farm? Didn't you also grow up on one? You should know what food is best and why I want it. You should also be strong enough to carry it all, too. Can't you just get what I told you to get instead of complaining about it? I did grow up on a farm, and my family does work on one, but that has nothing to do with me buying food. You are asking for things that are too expensive. What is with that answer? You are so useless. I thought you could at least do this much for your mother-in-law. But fine, go ahead and get the chicken instead. Just know that I'm not happy about this. Thank you for understanding. But usually, a wife does much more for her husband's family than this. Helping out their mother-in-law and keeping up with housework is something you need to learn how to do better. Just be grateful that I'm not asking you to come over and clean too. I just keep seeing all of these flaws that you have. Please do something about them and learn how to be a better wife. I'm sure it was because you were raised on a farm. I guess you have been hanging around animals too much. It's not like your parents could have taught you proper manners. Please stop. These aren't very nice things to say. Especially when I'm running errands for you and paying for your groceries. You are doing the bare minimum. I can see that you also lack common sense. I'm sure your parents were too stupid to teach you that, though. You are far from being a good enough wife for my son. Sorry that I can't be perfect. Well, anyway, Please just go and buy my groceries and pick up Emil's dinner. Also, don't forget to bring your own Tupperware. Understood.
I understand.
You are leaving right now, right?
Yes, I am. I'll try to be there as soon as possible.
Then I'll be seeing you soon. Will Emil be home on time today, or does he still have work to do?
Oh, hi, Annie. Yeah, he should actually be coming home soon.
Ah, I see. He still doesn't reply to any of my messages. It also says that he hasn't read any of them. Can you please tell him to read them when he gets home?
Yeah, sure.
Also, did he like the dinner I gave him? I spent so much time making it. I would at least like to hear if he likes it or not.
Yes, he did. I'm sure he just forgot to message you and tell you how it was. He has been really busy lately. He said it was delicious.
Of course he was happy with it. I've been doing all the cooking for him since he was little. He just loves my cooking. I'm sure he feels absolutely starved only having you around. It is not like you can provide him with a proper meal.
Well, since you feel that way, how about you teach me how to make that dish? I think Emil would be happy if you taught me.
Maybe I will someday. We will see. But knowing you, you wouldn't have the skills to make a dish like that. I think I'll wait to teach someone who is more capable in Emil's future. By the way, are you planning on going to your parents' place for Christmas Eve?
Yes. I plan on going home to visit my family this year. Since Emil and I always go to your house, I thought it would be okay if we went to my parents' home for a change this year. I haven't spent the holidays with my family in a while. Is that okay with you?
No, it's not. Emil should always be home for the holidays with his own family, not someone else's. I also need you here to help me prepare for the party.
But my mom and dad have already made preparations for us. They really are looking forward to us coming up this year for the holidays. Emil has already agreed to this plan and wants to visit my family for a change.
But I just don't see why. Emil always wants to come home for the holidays. Did you bribe him or something?
No, he just thought that we should spend it with my family this year since we never do.
Then in that case, can you tell me how much paid time off he has for next year? If he is missing the holidays with me, then he should make time for me later. It is so cruel what you both are doing. You are both being so selfish right now, leaving me all alone for the holidays.
We thought it would be fine since we have visited you every year. Not to mention that you throw a large party with your family, so we didn't think you would be all alone. But about Emil's paid time off, I'll have to talk to him about it. He has been really busy with work and might not want to take the time off. Don't you think it is good that he is working a lot and doing well?
Yes, that's true. But he should always make time for his mother.
Anyway, we have already decided to see my family for the holidays this year. Emil is excited about it too. My parents remodeled the guest bedroom for us and everything. But I'll let Emil know how you feel about this.
Yeah, I'm sure you did a lot of convincing to get him to go with you. I just don't understand why my son had to marry a girl that comes from a poor farm family. But I have faith in him. He is still young and has plenty of time to remarry.
What's this about remarrying?
Oh, sorry. Did I offend you? It just looks like my true opinions about your slipping out. I guess I'll just come out and say it. I wish my son didn't marry some country farm girl whose family has no money. It's disgusting.
I'm sorry?
I wanted my future daughter-in-law's family to be rich and well-off, and most definitely not living on a stinky farm. Plus, your family lives out in the middle of nowhere. Everything about you and your family is just wrong and not what I wanted.
I'm sorry that my family and I don't live up to your standards perfectly, but you have the wrong idea about it all. They actually live in a really nice area. If you'd like, you can come to visit one day and I'm sure you will change your mind about everything.
Absolutely not. They probably live right in the middle of some field. I'm sure there are a lot of disgusting bugs crawling around. There are probably snakes, frogs, and other creatures, too. I just can't associate myself with things like that or people like you. It's gross.
I see. That's too bad then. It is really beautiful.
It doesn't matter. I hate nature, bugs, and animals. I'm not happy with the way this conversation turned out. Don't you ever mention me coming to visit your parents' place ever again. Just thinking about it makes me sick. I can already imagine how the farm in your house must smell.
Okay then. I understand. I won't try and convince you to come visit my family anymore. I didn't know you disliked nature or animals that much.
There's still one more thing I need to talk to Emil about Christmas Eve. Tell him to reply to my messages as soon as he gets home. I'd rather speak to him privately and not through you.
Okay. He will be home soon, so I'll let him know. He should actually be home any minute now.
Okay. Please do. Charla, what time do you plan on coming over on Christmas?
I'm not sure how long it will exactly take. It depends on the traffic. It could be a while. Since my parents' place is a couple of hours away, the soonest I'll get there is probably around noon.
Just why couldn't both of you agree to stay with the tradition at my place? The whole family plans to be here around 11 a.m. I don't see why you had to go to your parents' place. Can't you get here earlier? I need your help cooking for everyone.
This was the agreement. We spend Christmas Eve with my parents and see you on Christmas Day for the party. And I didn't know you were planning on having me cook for everyone this year.
Well, now you know. I can't do it all by myself. I need your help, so just leave your parents' place earlier.
Okay, then I'll help. What time do you want me over there by?
Okay, good. I need you to be here 9 a.m. at the latest. I also need you to do the shopping because I won't have time for that. You can do that for me, right?
You want me to go shopping too? It will already be difficult for me to be there at that time as it is. I also don't know how the traffic will be.
You'll be fine. Just leave super early in the morning. I'll send you the grocery list. So I need you to be here with the groceries right at 9 a.m.
How long is that list? What kind of food do you need? Turkey?
Yeah, the works. Turkey, ham, mashed potatoes, stuffing, you name it. But don't worry, I'll help you cook and prepare some of the food. Then I'll leave the rest to you.
You know there's literally no way I can buy that stuff Christmas morning and then cook it in time for dinner. I really think you need to get that stuff yourself and start prepping at least the day before. I'll try my best to get there as soon as possible to help, although I can't promise to be there right at 9 a.m.
Just when I thought you couldn't stoop any lower. You're actually refusing to cook Christmas dinner.
I think we need to be realistic with our expectations here.
Fine, but trust me when I say that Emil will be hearing about your attitude.
I have no doubt that he will.
Then, right when you get here, could you set up the snacks and drink table? Then would I be too presumptuous in assuming that you will be available to at least serve the food?
I think I can do that.
You think? Then once everyone leaves, I need you to help me clean up. Speaking of cleaning, you might as well just stay over because there is going to be a lot of cleaning to be done.
That seems like a lot for just me to do. Can't you also ask Emil and Mike to help too?
You'll be fine doing this on your own. You can at least do this. I'm only asking you to do the bare minimum, considering you're shirking your cooking duties. All my husband and Emil do is work. I'm sure they would like a break. Us women should at least be able to provide food and clean up the house.
I don't mean to be rude, but the role of women has changed. We don't just cook and clean. I also have a job too. In my family, everyone works and helps around the house.
Did you not read my messages properly? This is how it works in my family. I don't care how you were raised. The men stick to working and providing income while women cook and clean.
Really? You seem to be very old-fashioned. The women in my family work.
My dad helps with the cleaning and cooking, too. Oh, I see. We have very different viewpoints on household positions, don't we? But that's because your family is poor and uneducated. You all run on a poor mentality way of living. I guess that's how farm folk are. Anyway, this is how we do things in the city. Be here 9 a.m. sharp. No excuses. I don't care how many mud pits you guys get stuck in out in the boonies.
We'll do our best.
My whole family expects to be catered to the moment they get here, which is 11 a.m. There is a lot of preparation that needs to be done, which is why I'm telling you way ahead of time. And don't forget about the shopping.
What? I thought we agreed that you should do the shopping in advance.
Yes, but you could at least pick up a dessert, don't you think?
Oh, I see. I'm not trying to make any excuses, but won't all the stores be closed that day?
I know a place that will be open. It is actually pretty far from my house, so you will have to drive past my house and then come back. I'll give you some gas money, but it won't be much. Don't worry about it all too much, though. You'll be fine as long as you wake up super early. You understand everything, right? At least I let you know what needs to be done 2 months in advance. I don't want to hear any complaining later.
No, I understand. Thank you for telling me now rather than later. I will tell Emil all of this too, so that he knows the plan.
I already messaged him earlier, but that boy never replies to me. It's like he's ignoring me. How rude. I'll talk to him about this the next time I see him.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I have some shopping I need to get done today. I need to go now. I'll be in touch.
Oh, wait a second. Where are you going shopping?
A place right near my house. Why?
Then can you pick me up a pound of chicken and some broccoli? I also need some eggs and olive oil. I'm running out. I need these things in order to make dinner tonight. Please bring them to me as quickly as possible. I'm already hungry.
Yeah, sure. Since Emil has the car again, I'll be walking, so it will be a while. I don't want to feel rushed. I'm also assuming you want me to buy these things for you as well?
Yes, thanks. I'm looking forward to my dinner tonight. It is also just so much better when someone does the shopping for you. All I have to do is cook. Chicken and vegetables sound so good.
Yeah, sounds great. I'll see you soon.
Charla! How much longer are you going to be? Everyone is waiting on you. Just what in the world are you doing? My family is thirsty and trying to have a good time, but you're ruining it. We need our drinks.
I'm not coming back. I'm done.
What did you just say to me? I sent you out to get more beer. How hard of a task is that? Come back right now.
You keep sending me out to get things for you. I know your true intentions, and I'm done being your servant.
What do you mean? You are being ridiculous.
I have already went back and forth shopping at different places for you 3 times already. I'm your son's wife. I'm not your maid. You're just making things difficult on purpose for me at this point.
Really? How childish of you to assume something like that.
You made me leave my parents' place early Christmas morning so I could come help you. After going through all of that trouble and leaving my family to be here, I'm still not good enough for you. You still won't give me a moment's rest. Why do you keep treating me like this? You pushed me around and put me down.
Oh my. You are really upset over a few simple tasks. If you have a problem, then you can just leave for good and never come back.
I already did. I'm never going back to your house or doing errands for you ever again.
What about Emil? He is still here. Are you planning on leaving him behind too? Because I'm okay with that.
I'm sure he'll catch up with me. He didn't agree with what you wanted me to do, but you're lucky I'm nice enough to do these things for you even after how you treat me all of the time. Once I message him and tell him what's going on, he will be leaving too. There's also a good chance that he won't be going back either.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and act selfish and confident. You think you are so high and mighty. You are a disgrace. You think you know everything about my son, but you are wrong. An incompetent person like you should have never married into my family.
Okay. We will see what happens then.
You! I can't believe this. Emil and Mike are at your parents' house, right? They have to be. Tell them to come back home immediately. I can't have them there. They will for sure come back smelling like a farm.
Why are you messaging me instead of asking them yourself?
They both never check their phones or respond to my messages. They always have their phones on silent mode or something. It's just so rude.
Okay, I understand. That's just too bad then.
Just tell them for me. This is unacceptable.
But they just told me they don't want to go back home. They said that they are sick of you and your constant complaining. What are you going to do about it?
Excuse me. This isn't funny.
They both are very stuck on the fact that they aren't going to come back. It looks like you finally crossed the line. Did something happen? They are both saying how they are done and don't want to speak to you. It's because you never have anything nice to say and are bossy.
They both really said that. I'm sure this is all happening because of you.
Because of me? Are you seriously blaming me when both your son and husband are claiming that you're the problem? What exactly did I say or do to make you think I'm the problem?
This is all happening because you decided to leave Christmas dinner and pout over something so small. I had to ask them to go run the errands for me, and then you called Emil. After that, they both haven't been home since. I'm sure you said something to Emil, and he convinced Mike to drive him to your parents' place since you took the car. Just what are you scheming?
I simply told Emil what you were doing to me. And according to Mike, he is sick of taking orders from you. I'm sure they both decided to leave for that reason. You don't understand how rude and bossy you are to your own family. This is all happening because of you.
No, you had to have said something strange to both of them. This has nothing to do with me. I'm on my way to your parents' house now. I will talk some sense into them when I get there.
Do you want to know why Mike and your son don't respond to your text messages? Well, it's because you are rude, annoying, and controlling. Every time they answer a phone call or text message, you always ask them to do something for you. If they don't follow your orders exactly, it's never-ending complaining and yelling. They are sick of you.
They both have me blocked.
Yes, that's right. They are both fed up with your behavior. Emil has also blocked you on all of his social media accounts. If you don't believe me, look up his name. I bet you won't get any results. This is why Emil never replies to you and you have to message me to get through to him. Understand now?
Is that really why I can never get a hold of them? But why would they do something like that? I don't understand. I'm his mother. I command you to tell them to change the settings on their phones right now. I have a lot to say to them about this.
No. Why should I? You seriously don't understand the situation at all. They chose to do that to you on their own for this very reason. They are both adults and you can't command them to do anything. They set their own boundaries with you. The way you boss everyone around is not okay. We are your family, not your servants.
I don't boss people around. But I am the family matriarch. If I need someone to do something for me, then they must do it.
You literally yell at them at any chance you get. You also make fun of me and my family since we own a farm. You also make fun of me as I'm out running errands for you and paying for your groceries. You have never treated me like family. You also mentioned several times that I am not a good wife. That's why I had enough and left to spend the rest of the holidays with my own family, who actually love and appreciate me. I'm sure that's why Mike and Emil ended up leaving too.
You married into my family. Everything that I have said to you was nothing but constructive criticism in order to make you a better person. I have put up with you for so long. Even last year's Christmas was a mess because of you. You stuck to Mike like glue and followed him around everywhere. Do you understand how weird that looked? You looked like a little puppy in love.
Are you serious? I was only with him and Emil a lot of the time because Mike loved hearing my stories about the farm. It was really nice talking about my family history, since no one else ever asks or cares. What made it awkward was you. You never realized that the way you act is what causes people to be uncomfortable.
Don't you dare put the blame on me. You are the one who makes me act out the way I do. Last year, Emil and Mike were supposed to go out and get some more drinks, but forgot because you kept hogging them. You need to stop checking out my husband.
What the hell are you going on about? You have a lot of insecurity issues because that's not how things were.
You know that Mike is on the younger side. And then after I came up to you three and gave you all a piece of my mind, you talked back to me. You made a scene and were clearly pulling for sympathy from everyone. You were horrible and everyone in the room was disgusted with you.
The only horrible person making a scene and screaming false accusations was you. People left and felt uncomfortable because of you. All you have done is make crazy accusations about me. Mike is clearly bothered by how you treat him, and so is Emil. Your ego is blinding you from the truth.
Liar! Stop speaking to me like that as if you know everything. Everything you have just said is false. Plus, I have to take charge when it comes to Mike because he's an idiot. Same with Emil. They both don't know when to shut up and do what they are told.
And you need to realize that saying those things to the people you love is not okay. That right there is exactly the behavior I'm talking about. You need to stop commanding them to do everything for you and telling them to shut up. I think you should properly apologize to both of them when you get here. They both have good hearts. I'm sure a simple and genuine apology and change in your behavior can bring them back. Get on your knees if you have to. They said this is your last chance before you lose them forever.
Huh! You better stop messing with me. All three of you. As if I would apologize for doing nothing wrong.
Mike's parents were good to you, right?
Yes. Why are you asking me this out of nowhere?
And you said you were an only child and your family wasn't that great to you. I know his parents provided everything for you. They gave you that house you both live in. Plus, they treated you like you were their own daughter. They spoiled you and you never had to work a day in your life thanks to Mike and his family. Everything you have is because of Mike's parents. If you lose him, you will lose everything else that you have.
You need to shut up. What do you know? Did you forget who you're talking to? I'm the boss here. Once I get there, you are all going to be in so much trouble.
I don't think so. I think you need to prepare yourself for what's about to happen. You missed your last chance to apologize, and it's all downhill from here. Mike and Emil aren't the only people here. My parents are too, and they won't let you do a single thing to us. You need to compose yourself, or you will be the one in trouble. No one likes what you have been saying. We are all reading this whole conversation. My father is especially upset with you.
Compose myself? Oh, please. Who does your father think he is? Whatever. I'm done with being angry. I just need the three of you to hurry up and get back here.
That's too bad. The three of us don't seem to ever be going back. Ever. Why would we go back when you're acting like this to us still?
What? I'm acting just fine.
It looks like Mike has taken a liking to my father's work. They have been talking a lot these past few days. Mike has always had an office job, right? He loves the farm and nature here a lot, and he wants to stay and work here instead. He is tired of the same thing every day, and he doesn't exactly like his job. Isn't that great? He will finally be doing something he enjoys.
He likes the farm and the nature out there. You mean, he really wants to stay and work there?
Yeah, and I know how much you hate that stuff. You and Mike are complete opposites. He is set on staying here. He is done with office work and would rather retire and do some farm work for my father. Oh, looks like he just signed a contract with my father.
It really is happening. There's no way. You have to be lying to me. You just want to see me worried. Well, believe it because it's happening. He is also going to divorce you. A divorce? You missed your chance to apologize. It looks like he's fed up with how you treat him and is ready for a change. All you ever do is push him around. Wait a second. I have been nothing but a good wife to him and he knows it. I even gave him a wonderful son. Why would he dare to even try and divorce me when he knows he can't live without me? He is useless on his own. According to Emil and Mike, you were quite the opposite. You always needed their support and you were never in the right mood to actually support them. Emil wants to stay here as well. That way he can stay near his father and get to know my parents better. We are going to sell our house too. What about me then? I was told that you have plenty of family and that they should be able to help you in some sort of way if you ask nicely. They are not worried about you at all. They are done with you. Their advice to you is to be kind when asking for a place to stay or for any financial support, because you wouldn't want your family to see how you really behave with that attitude of yours. Otherwise, you will be on your own. Mike has also hated your family for so long because all they do is gossip and he can't stand it. Emil and Mike are ready to leave you and your family behind. I'm sick of listening to all of this. They are making irrational decisions and not thinking straight. Just tell them to come home. Now. No, they are staying here. Give me a reason to believe any of this. The two of them have started blueprints for a house. My family owns several large plots of land and they don't mind sharing. My father also built our house and he is going to help Emil and Mike build one. As if I could believe something like that. How can a poor family like you afford to do that? Whether you believe it or not, my family makes a lot of money. Mike is also going to use all of his retirement money to build the house. This is all happening. Retirement money? Is he serious? He is out of his mind. He needs to think about this properly because half of his retirement money was supposed to be for me. Too bad. He is using that money for himself as he should. He also plans to work on our farm to keep himself busy and make some extra cash. He is old enough to think for himself. Emil feels the same way. He is going to quit his job and work on the farm too. My parents pay extremely well. Their heads are clearly up in the clouds right now. They can't do this. There is just no way my husband is leaving me and my son is going to choose some stinky farm girl over me. They have always loved living in the city. I'll give it some time. They won't survive longer than a week out there. They can't handle being poor. Stop being so damn rude. You don't even know what you're talking about. My family isn't poor. We have our own brand of produce that we sell in grocery stores nationwide. Remember all the grocery shopping I did for you? The brands of vegetables that you buy are all from my family's farm. We make over $300,000 a month. You have a very twisted idea of farm life. $300,000 a month? You must be joking. Your family is just country farm folk. There is no way I'm going to believe a ridiculous number like that. How about you stop believing in stereotypes because you are clearly wrong. My family is hardworking and we are self-made. Mike will be a great help to my father. We are always looking for extra help. It's time for you to wake up. Pretty soon the truth is going to hit you hard once you are left all alone. To just do this and leave me all alone. How dare they? Such traitors! They are not traitors. They are just done with your attitude. You did this to yourself, but it seems like you will never believe that. If you would have just properly apologized when I gave you the opportunity and changed your attitude, things would have been different. You probably would have gotten a second chance, but now you are going to have to live the rest of your life on your own. There's nothing for me to apologize for. I have done nothing wrong. I was the perfect mother and wife. They are the ones who don't understand everything I have done for them. I cooked for them and gave them a roof over their heads. And I will never live a poor, dirty country life. I understand. What you did was the bare minimum for them, Enjoy living by yourself forever. I'm sure it will be difficult since you haven't worked a day in your life. I suggest that you start looking for a job. You won't have much time. That will be easy. Tell Emil and Mike that they will be lost without me. And tell them that if they want to run home crying, that I won't be there for them. Okay, I will, but I don't think they are going to care. They already seem happy. I wonder how much you will have to work in order to keep yourself from ending up homeless. Mike's family is already working on selling that house they gave you. You have 60 days to get out. You will have to rent an apartment and pay rent and utilities all on your own. It isn't cheap. Don't you dare talk to me as if you have won. I am strong and independent. I will have no issues working and finding my own place. Wow, that's amazing. Living by yourself is difficult these days. Anyway, Emil says goodbye. Make sure you prepare yourself. Good luck! Mike will see you in court. Annie never showed up at my parents' house, but then I already knew she was bluffing. She doesn't have the guts to cause a scene in front of my family. Mike and my father became good friends and soon finished planning the blueprints of the house. Emil and Mike really enjoy doing farm work. They find it peaceful and fun. My family has always been wealthy, and we have beautiful plots of land and a large house that we built together as a family. Annie didn't seem to understand any of it. After Mike and Annie's divorce went through, Mike felt a huge weight lift off of his shoulders. He was free at last. Annie, on the other hand, broke down crying and begging for forgiveness, but no one cared. Emil was happy for his father, too. Years of torment were finally over. Annie was given 60 days to remove herself from Mike's house. She struggled to find a job and a place to live. This was all new to her. She begged me to help her, but I blocked her number without replying. Her family refused to help her as well because she couldn't ask nicely. She did this to herself, and whatever happens next doesn't concern us. The three of us are finally living the happy life we deserve on my family's farm. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Hey, I heard that you have given birth to a baby. How could a disabled person like you do that? I thought it would have been impossible.
I don't think I told anyone about this. How did you find out?
I knew you were trying to keep it a secret. While Mom was in the hospital today, she said she saw someone that looked like you holding a newborn in her arms. I wasn't sure if it was really you, so I decided I should ask.
I see.
If you find it too difficult to raise a kid as a cripple, don't try coming over here asking for help. Mom, Dad, and we all don't want anything to do with you. And I'm sure you already know that.
And I live my life thinking that I don't have any of you as family anyway, so I'll be fine. Don't worry about me.
I'd never worry about you. I was just wondering if you'd try and use your kid as a way of coming to us for help. Because none of us are going to help you with that problem you created.
I have my husband here to help me with our baby, so you really don't need to keep talking about me.
It's wild that you were even able to find a husband as a cripple. He must be pretty bad looking to have to resort to marrying someone like you. I could never imagine how hard it is for him to have to choose you over just remaining single and free.
Well, someone like you wouldn't understand what true love is, especially our love. And I notice you keep calling me a cripple, yet this was all because of you. You haven't forgotten what you did to me all those years ago, right?
You're going to bring that story up again? Lame. All that happened was your weak legs finally breaking after you took a huge fall down some stairs.
You pushed me down the concrete stairs after church. After that, my life was changed forever. If it wasn't for that...
That was pretty funny, wasn't it? You fell down those stairs like a bowling ball.
That isn't something to laugh about. You would also burn me intentionally, and after my legs couldn't work anymore, you'd push me into the lake. Why did you treat me so badly?
You were just really clumsy is all. Not my fault you couldn't protect yourself. And since you would always get in my way, I had to find a way to release all my stress.
And you think doing harmful things to me is okay?
Well, you're still alive, so it's not like you need to get all deep about this.
I wouldn't be getting so personal about this if my life wasn't ruined by you.
Well, if you'd like me to, I can put you out of your misery to help you relax.
What the frick?
It was a joke. Don't get so angry over words. That's just bad communication skills.
If you ever get close to my family, I'll make you wish you were the one in the wheelchair.
I don't plan on seeing you guys. I have a wedding to look forward to. I'll be with a rich and handsome man. This is all a person like me could ask for.
Oh?
You could at least say congratulations.
Not after the way you've treated me.
You need to stop acting like a Grinch. No wonder your legs are useless. It's what you deserve.
Say whatever you'd like.
I'm going to wear a really gorgeous wedding dress and become one of the world's most amazing brides. You and I won't even look like we're sisters after the transformation I'll have.
Enjoy whatever form of happiness you call that.
I'm sorry to say this, but no cripples are allowed to come to my wedding, so...
I don't even want to come there, so that's not a problem.
That's right. You can stay home and enjoy taking care of a baby that will soon learn their mother is a freak. I don't blame them either.
Bye.
See ya! Make sure you don't get in the way of me and my family ever again. Okay?
My name is Kay, and I am a 34-year-old stay-at-home mom. I have been married for 5 years now, and have finally given birth to a really beautiful baby. Just like my little sister, Brooke, said, my legs are completely useless, making me handicapped. My legs, the burns on my chest, and the scars on my face are all due to the years of torture I sustained from my little sister. Ever since we were young, she would attack me, leaving me feeling like the outsider in my family. And my parents were rarely ever there to help me, as I was the older sister that should be able to protect herself. The horrible memory of being pushed down those church stairs is still very well fresh in my head. While I was living in a wheelchair going to therapy to learn how to walk again, I met my husband, and after our first encounter, we started dating. No matter if he's helping me with my physical struggles or my mental struggles, I am forever thankful that I fell in love with him. My family only consists of him and my baby, and to me, that is just enough. So after cutting ties to my old family, life has become a lot more beautiful. But from time to time, they will find ways to get in touch with me, and I have to keep my calm as I try my best to ignore them. Brooke is in a lot of trouble right now. And what do I have to do with it? We'd like you to give her one of your lungs. Huh? Do you know what you're asking? She has developed some issues with her lungs, so I'd really like it if you helped her. Oh? It seems that only you and I are able to successfully do the transplant. We even did tests on other people, and they all came back as not being possible. And if the both of us give her one of our lungs, she can fully heal. Do they have to be from two different people? You're going to give her one of yours, right? Why should I? You're asking why? She's your little sister and is very sick. She's going to get married next month and came down with this horrible illness. I feel so bad for her. Seems that she just has really bad luck. She's your little sister. Why are you being such a piece of crap right now? Who was the one that treated me like a piece of crap all the time? Have you forgotten about what she did to me in your old age? Bringing up the past all the time is really getting old. And no matter what happened back then, we are still your family. I don't really get the feeling that you are my real family. So that must mean you aren't my family. And I am just some lost child. I'm sorry about what happened back then. But right now, Brooke's life is at stake here. I couldn't care less. I'm giving up one of my lungs as well, you know. Why are you saying no to this? I'm also really scared about the surgery. I don't know. If you love her so much, why not just give her both of your lungs? If I were to do that, I'd end up being the one 6 feet under. But she is the daughter that you love so much, right? I'd give both my lungs if my child needed them. But... anyways, doing something like that is impossible right now. I have a baby to care for. You actually had a baby? Brooke messaged me a while back asking the same thing. And she told me after that she felt bad that my child would be raised by a handicapped person. Are you really going to be able to raise a child while in a wheelchair? The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. She said the exact same thing. Well, how about you just give that baby up for adoption? What? You and your husband can make another one later down the road. But right now, Brooke has only a little more time left to live if she doesn't get the transplant. You shouldn't have to think about who to care more about right now. But I guess you are an idiot. Not everyone is willing to sacrifice themselves to save those that cause them harm. Why are you treating us so terribly right now? Because I don't think of you guys as my family. So saying things like this won't make me any more upset than I already am. You really are the worst daughter ever. The only family I have right now is my husband and my baby. I barely even know the three of you at this point. I never imagined I'd have a daughter treat me this poorly. Who was it that treated me this poorly? Whatever. We'll try again to see if anyone else in the family can successfully give Brooke one of their lungs.
I heard you aren't going to give me a lung, huh? Are you crazy?
Seems like you're doing okay.
I can use my hands, but breathing is really difficult right now.
Sounded like it was getting pretty bad.
Help me! There shouldn't be a reason for me to die right now.
Well, right now, with the body I have and the baby I need to raise, there's no need for me to go out giving my organs away.
Treating your little sister like she is garbage is pretty low of you.
So you only say you're my little sister when you need something? I believe you're the one that always treated me like trash anyway.
I can only remember a few instances, but...
I always thought that one day you'd feel the same pain I had to go through. And it looks like that day is today.
Well, I'm glad that your dream came true.
Whether you live through this or not, it doesn't bother me. I just want you to experience my pain. So no matter which way you end up, I'll be happy.
Then, let me say this last thing before I go. If you give me one of your lungs, you'd still know that I had to go through these painful surgeries to get better.
I already told you that I'm not doing it for you. Unless you're going to get me my legs back, I'm just not going to help you.
Maybe I should have pushed you down another flight of stairs. But you're all right to worry more about your baby over my lungs.
You act like I care to hear that from you. Me giving up another piece of myself would be for nothing. You just end up healthy enough to torment me again.
I'm literally on the brink of death, and you're still going to act cold towards me?
I'm trying my best not to get even more upset right now. You should be thankful I even replied to your message.
I'm able to eat and drink a little, but of course these lungs are starting to get really weak.
Of course they are.
I'm also getting really tired of laying in the hospital bed all day.
So was I, after all the times you sent me to the hospital.
My fiancé ran away as well.
I see.
He said he wanted to be with someone healthy. But he sure is right.
Even if you were healthy, you still have a bunch of other problems with your personality.
I don't think you have to keep saying such awful things to me while I'm this sick.
Your mom said to me that I should give my baby up for adoption so that I can help you. Seems they really do only love you.
Sounds like Mom to me. I'd say the same thing if I were in her position.
But you shouldn't say something like that.
I know. I know that I would never be able to say that to someone else.
You seem to have gotten a lot more mature over the past few minutes.
Well, my life is going to be ending pretty soon, so I've had time to think about what my life was like.
I see.
Do you think I'll be able to go to heaven?
I think it was already decided that you're going to hell.
That's too bad. I really want to go to heaven.
Well, you'll find a lot of people that are just like you to make friends with in hell.
I really want to meet that cat we had when we were kids.
Tiger?
Yeah, Tiger. I loved him so much. When I first found him on the street and Mom told me we couldn't keep him, you came to my side and helped win Mom over.
I guess that's right.
If Tiger was still alive, I would have never become this crappy of a little sister.
That's right. After he passed away, you became pretty scary.
That was the first time I saw something that used to move around so much, lay there motionless. And to think I'll soon be like that. I just can't imagine it.
Brooke.
I never asked, but is your baby a boy or a girl?
A girl. Her name is Charlotte.
I see. I bet she looks just like you. I wish I could have met her.
I wouldn't want her getting any bad influence from you, so I probably wouldn't have ever let you see her.
Well, even from a distance, I would have loved to see her.
If she'd see you, she'd probably think you were a monster or something.
I'm sure you'd make her think that. I'm sorry for how I treated you back then. It seems I'm finally coming around to seeing that I was wrong.
What the heck are you talking about?
I guess I'm just thinking about the past too much.
I guess I really should have given you one of my lungs.
I would have never wanted it from you, being such a young and busy mother.
Can't believe you ended up like this.
I guess this is what they call getting what one deserves, huh? And it looks like my time came sooner than I thought.
Brooke, I'm sorry for not helping you.
I'm sorry as well, for destroying your legs. I never apologized for that, but I finally am.
I'm pretty strong, so losing my legs wasn't that bad for me.
It's getting difficult to use my phone. My hands are weak and I'm feeling sleepy.
I see. Then go to sleep.
I'm sorry for the terrible things Mom said to you.
It's fine.
Kate, I'm really sorry about everything.
It's fine. You can rest now.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That ended up being the last time I ever talked to Brooke. She was only 31 years old. I'm not sure what Brooke ended up telling my mom and dad, but they both came to me and apologized for everything they did in the past to me. I always thought of them as being the worst parents on the face of this planet, but now I at least view them both a little better. After this, I was able to continue caring for my baby girl. But every so often, I think about how Brooke might have reacted to seeing her cute little face. I still can't believe that her last words to me were of her being sorry. I could have never imagined the day that she would say that. I always think about how hard that must have been for her, and just the thought of how much strength she had in the end to say that. It just makes my chest get all tight and painful. At least in the end, we were able to have a conversation that resembled that of normal sisters. All of the horrible memories I had of her up until now have all gone away after hearing her say sorry to me. I now feel the sense of sadness that comes from the fact that I realized I really did want to become her big sister again. It only took her passing away to realize that. Of course, now, something like that isn't possible, but luckily, during her last moments, I was able to talk to her as though she really was the little sister I lost long ago. Goodbye, Brooke. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you with the next story.